From the signalsaz.com studio, it's the best, worst podcast you've ever heard. And now, the Ronnie and Bo Show, brought to you by Prescott Realty and Prescott Tire Pros and Automotive Service.
Well, I got to tell you, Ronnie, we're in the middle of December.
Yes.
When we're doing these podcasts.
Yep. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go as far as saying that, doing a podcast with you is the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, because it's every week is the most wonderful time of year.
It's the most wonderful week with you.
Yes.
Yes,
exactly.
Thank you very much. So it's the Ronnie and Bo Show, and we don't know. Should we stay with the Christmas theme? Should we talk about the different size of pizza slices? I mean, there's so much to consider.
I know, seriously.
Right?
Well, we'll be letting so many people down.
We're serious podcasters.
They are hanging on our every word for important, crucial, critical trivia that they.
So we're going to do another Christmas
Christmas,
round here.
I say.
Okay,
yes.
Christmas.
Let's just hang in there.
It's the Ronnie and Bo Show, brought to you by Prescott Realty. Right. With 2 offices to serve, downtown Prescott and Williamson Valley. They're great folks.
Yep.
John Rocha, Lorinda Johnson, and everybody. No commitment-free consultations. They'll just talk to you.
Right.
And they're not going to bug you or hassle you. 928-499-8700. They are experts at what they do, and they can really help you. If you want to know what your home is worth, call them, 928-499-8700. If you just want to talk about real estate, they'll talk to you. They love you over at Prescott Realty, and we love them too.
That's right. Prescott Tire Pros and Automotive Service, we also love. If you've got any sort of needs, you need some new tires heading into winter, you need some work on your car, just give them a call at 928-776-0205. Louis Gomez and the whole crew over there can help you out. Or you can go to PrescottTirePros.com. You can even book an appointment online there. They're located in Prescott off Iron Springs Road. Prescott Tire Pros and Automotive Service.
So, Ronnie, we are small. We learned that at our November 1st show at the Elks Theater.
Yes.
We did a fundraiser. We sold 501 tickets, and we knew then that we're small.
Yeah, right.
We're a small army.
Right.
We're small. We're not a big brand. We're not a big corporation. We're small.
No.
But
we
are absolutely mighty.
We are. We pack a punch.
Yes, and we have a fan base.
Sugar Ray Leonard of
what?
I don't know boxing.
Macho Camacho.
Yeah,
what's his name? The Thrilla down in Manila.
Yeah, I have a new one. Chad Robichaux.
Oh man,
he's an MMA.
Oh, be nice to him.
Fight, and now new in our area and our church.
Yes sir, no sir. That's how I talk to him.
But he's like.
He'll break your neck.
He will, but he's like 5'2".
And he's like a kitten inside, and he doesn't like you telling him.
I watched a couple of his fights online because I just had lunch with him last week.
He'll stick his knee and you'll have blood coming out of your ear. He's that kind of guy.
He is.
He's the kind of guy you want on your side.
And that's what our podcast is like. We're like the Chad Robichaux of podcasts.
That's right. You listen to us, and blood will start coming out of your ears, and tears will start coming out of your eyes.
Exactly.
That's how good we are.
That's it.
But
so what was the point of all that?
We're small. We really are.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's
powerful.
a joke, but we're serious.
Small but powerful.
Small but powerful.
Right.
And I'm talking about your friends
and
your supporters and my friends and my supporters. We're small, but we're powerful.
That's true.
And I mean that 100%.
Yeah.
And the reason I bring that up is we really need some help here
with our
help
from
first
our listeners.
Ronnie and Bo toy drive.
Right.
Please.
Yep, we've got
we really
that Ronnie and Bo Show toy drive going on right now, heading into Christmas. We are going to
next couple of days.
Any new and not wrapped, but in the package.
Have to be wrapped,
toys.
Or board games or anything for Yavapai County kids.
Yep, we will be getting those, but you need to drop them off drop them off stat.
And yeah, please. I'm sorry, we're not as planned as we should have been. We didn't start as early as we should have started, but we're really counting on your support to just get a toy and drop it by Prescott Realty, the office at Prescott Realty.
Yeah,
you can stop by them. They're at on Moeller Street, 431, right?
Yep.
431 East Moeller Street?
Yep, near downtown Prescott. They will take your toy,
Walk
just
in
drop
there
it off.
and just drop it off, and you can run. You don't have to talk to them if you don't want to.
Right.
Also, Louis Gomez and the gang at Prescott Tire Pros, they've got a couple of boxes out for toys, 1635 West Iron Springs Road.
Right.
Please, just this one time. Grab a toy and run down there and walk it in. You don't have to talk to them. Just say, this is for the Ronnie and Bo Toy Drive.
Yep.
Or you can drop it off at the Signals AZ office in Prescott Valley.
That's correct.
3001 Main Street, Suite 2B. They're upstairs in Suite 2B in Prescott Valley. That's Signals AZ, 3001 Main Street. Please, just to help us. We're really trying to do some good and make a difference in Yavapai County for the children this year.
That's right.
And it's our first ever annual, whatever you say that.
Inaugural.
It's grammatically incorrect to say the first annual.
First annual.
That's grammatically correct. Okay. It's the second annual. The first annual is the first.
Just annual or first.
Yeah, you can't say that. Anyways, but that's a little
well,
side
thank you for that little
but please try your best to help us raise some toys for the Ronnie and Bo toy drive.
Right, that's for sure. Hey, Bo, I've been wondering what you know.
I know.
It's just been some time where I lay awake at night thinking about things, and then I wonder, you know what? I bet Bo knows about this. I think it's time for another installment of Bo Knows. Ding.
Brought to you by
SignalsAZ.com.
Well, since we're in the Christmas spirit, let me tell you something that I know that you don't know.
Okay.
Bo knows.
Yes.
Paul McCartney's song Wonderful Christmas Time earns nearly $500,000 every year.
This little ditty right here?
Yep. And critics regard it as his worst song ever. It earns him $500,000 a year.
Oh, man. That is fascinating. Does he sing it? I know he sings it.
And that's what Bo knows.
Bo knows. Yes. That is. And that Bo Knows right there is brought to you by SignalsAZ.com.
That song earns Paul McCartney nearly $500,000 every year.
Holy cow. Yeah. Man, that's a lot.
Start writing a song, would you, Ronnie?
Yeah, seriously. Well, in that vein, Bo, I know that you are a music guru.
I enjoy it.
Music guy.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Christmas music, man, there's so much good Christmas music. There's different artists that have done the same song as other artists, but there's some good stuff out there.
Yeah, there is.
Let's play a little game this episode.
Okay.
Some of the songs of Christmas from the Bo Woods treasure trove of Christmas stocking stuffers.
Well, mine aren't necessarily as traditional as you might want it to be.
Well, I would kind of assume that.
I mean, I know there are. I know, for example, there are instrumental versions of, let's say, Frosty the Snowman or Winter Wonderland.
You know what? I have it.
By the Ventures?
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
Okay, let me hear it.
Do you want to hear it?
This is the Ventures version of Frosty the Snowman?
That's correct. Oh, I love the Ventures. I'm a big surf rock, and so anything that just reminds me of the beach and surfing.
Frosty the Snowman.
See, but this is kind of the endless summer all of a sudden until
it's the endless winter.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's almost you're expecting Wipeout or Hawaii Five-0, and they did a Christmas album. The Ventures did, and it's all about Booker T and the MGs. Was a group out of Memphis. It's Booker T. Booker T. Washington was the keyboard player.
Okay.
And it was the backup group of Stax Records.
Okay.
Stax Records had Otis Redding. A whole bunch of folks, Sam and Dave, and they were the studio band. Booker T.
Yeah.
Steve Cropper, who was a guitarist who went on to Blues Brothers fame. Donald Dunn, affectionately known as Donald Duck Dunn, was the bass player, and those three core artists were the house band for Stax Records, and they did all the Otis Redding songs, all the Sam and Dave songs, all the Wilson Pickett songs, and then they became a group, and they called themselves Booker T, after Booker T. Washington, and the MGs, the Memphis group.
Okay.
Booker T and the MGs, and they did an instrumental Christmas album as well.
Oh, that's cool.
But they're most famous for not only backing up all those soul artists, but they're also famous for Green Onions, which is not a Christmas song, but Green Onions.
But that's a good song.
You'll know it if you heard it.
Yeah.
Let's see. And so one of my all-time favorites is Darlene Love. Now, Darlene Love, I don't know 100%. But Darlene Love was one of the Crystals, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
He's a Rebel, the Crystals.
Yeah.
And so there were three girls, and she was the lead. And she was with Phil Spector's Wall of Sound. That's in the 60s, in Los Angeles. Sonny Bono was involved in that.
Right.
Phil Spector was involved in that. The Righteous Brothers were there.
Yeah.
A lot of folks were there, and the Crystals were there, and even the Ronettes, which was Ronnie Spector's Ronnie Spector, which was Phil Spector's wife. But so there was a group. Who did I just say?
Darlene Love.
Yeah, Darlene Love was the lead
the
singer.
Ronettes, yeah.
No, not the Ronettes, of the Crystals.
Okay.
He's a rebel, and the boy I'm going to marry, and all that stuff. And then she had a huge Christmas song. It was her version of it.
Wow. Okay, so
this is called "The Wall of Sound."
Okay.
Phil
So, baby,
Spector.
please come home.
Yeah. Now listen to all the noise and the mud and the depth of this.
Yeah. Would you say
Wall.
this is your favorite?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Oh, that's too good.
So that's Darlene Love singing that
Couldn't
song.
let that one go.
Huh?
That's a
Yeah,
good
no,
one.
that's a great one,
That's
isn't
a
it?
good one to let go.
Yeah, so that was oh, I'm sorry. No, I threw that out. And she was the one that performed that on the David Letterman show for about 20
over and over.
years.
Yeah. Man.
And you know what's wonderful is to go to YouTube and watch the very first one.
Oh, nice.
I mean, they had no set. They had nothing. She came out with a microphone stand, and they had Paul Schaefer playing the keyboards and maybe a guitarist and a bass player, and that was it.
Oh, man.
Like back in the 80s or
Right.
90s. I mean, 25 years ago.
I like that.
And then they would do this incredible. Every year, Letterman would have her on there, and it was Letterman's favorite song, and they would do that thing, and man. They would have Santa Claus on the saxophone. They'd have her up on everywhere.
Is that have any ties to like Motown?
I don't
or
think
an
so.
era of
No, well,
or was she related
that
at
was
all
a
back
California.
then?
No, that was a California.
Okay, so this
Phil
isn't
Spector was a California sound.
This isn't the
but it is
Detroit
soulful.
sort of.
Yeah,
yeah,
it is soulful and
my mom's a big Motown fan, and I think this Darlene Love song is that's one of her favorite all time.
The one we
as
just
well.
heard,
And so
Darlene Love was just wonderful. And
that's
Darlene
cool.
Love was in a and I haven't seen it yet, but she was in a documentary.
Okay.
And I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
But it was a documentary of Darlene Love, who I think, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was 15 feet from or 8 feet from stardom or something.
Oh,
and it was
yeah,
a documentary.
20 feet from, I just saw that.
About a backup singer,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
in the
that's
business
cool.
and stuff.
That's cool.
What else do you want? Let's see here. We got.
You tell me, and I will, if you got one off the top of your head.
So the Tokens did The Lion Sleeps Tonight, and they did a version of the Drummer Boy, which is nice. You know, they do the Weem Away
Yes.
version of the but I
that's
got to
fun.
tell you, one of the nicer versions of that song.
Yeah, of
I'm
Drummer
just
Boy?
dropping names. Yeah, I'm just dropping names, getting to the other stuff.
Okay,
the
good.
other thing of Drummer Boy was Bing Crosby and David Bowie got together and recorded Drummer Boy. And so what they did was Bing Crosby's daughter was a huge fan of David Bowie and said, "Daddy, would you please do a song
something
with
with Bowie?"
David Bowie?"
Oh, that's
and they did it on a TV special, and they recorded it from the TV special.
That's cool.
And so they didn't go into
It's just a live
studio
deal.
later. Yeah, they didn't go. They recorded that take, and what's his name? Bowie was not comfortable doing the rum-pa-pum pum.
Oh, yeah.
Pum pum pum.
Yeah.
And so they did a, what do you call that when you write the songs and stuff like that? So they did a different version of
where they
medley of something. And they did Drummer Boy, and then they threw in Peace on Earth, which was a sort of a part of another song, and they did that. So and it was pretty nice.
I think I have it right here.
And when you hear that, that's them on the set walking into the house.
You the new butler?
Well, it's been a long time since I've been the new anything.
What's happened to Hudson?
I guess he's changing.
Wow.
Yeah, he does that a lot, doesn't he?
Makes me miss
I'm
both
David
of
Bowie. I
them.
live down the road.
Oh.
Sir Percival lets me use his piano when he's not around. He's not around, is he?
I can honestly say I haven't seen him, but come on in. Come in. But come on in.
Are you related to Sir Percival?
Well, distantly, yeah.
Oh, you're not the poor relation from America, right?
Yeah, news sure travels fast, doesn't it? I'm Bing.
Listen to that
Oh, I'm
voice.
pleased to meet you. You're the one that sings, right?
Well, right or wrong, I sing either way.
Well, I sing too.
Oh, good. What kind of singing?
Well, mostly the contemporary stuff. Do you like modern music?
Oh, I think it's marvelous. Some of it really fine. But tell me, you ever listen to any of the older fellas?
Oh, yeah, sure. I like John Lennon and the other one with Harry Nilsson.
You go back that far, huh?
Yeah, I'm not as young as I look.
None of us is these days.
In fact, I've got a 6-year-old son, and he really gets excited around the Christmas holiday thing.
You go in for any of the traditional things in the Bowie household Christmas time?
Oh, yeah, most of them, really.
It's just precious what you're hearing.
Tree,
Exactly.
decorations, agents sliding down the chimney.
What?
I was just seeing if you're paying attention. Actually, our family do most of the things that other families do. We sing the same songs.
Do you?
I even have a go at White Christmas.
You do, huh?
Oh.
And this one. This is my son's favorite. Do you know this one?
Oh, I do indeed. It's a lovely thing.
Oh, here it goes. Yeah. And it's only 2 minutes of a song after this, you know? Man.
They told me
That's butter right there.
Yeah, seriously.
a newborn king to see
Wow.
Our finest gifts we bring Peace on earth, can it be?
Unbelievable.
That's fantastic.
Years from now,
I love
perhaps
that.
we'll see.
It puts chills on the back of my neck still. And
Yeah.
what a great arrangement of
Yeah,
those songs.
that's
right there.
seriously. Well, if that didn't put a chill on your spine, then I don't know how this one wouldn't either. Doesn't this just give you chills? This Justin Bieber version of Drummer Boy doesn't give you the same.
There really is a version?
Chills, yes. And wait till the Busta Rhymes rap in here that I'm just gonna skip to. This is Bieber, but wait, I gotta find. Oh, here we go. Listen to this. This will give you chills. This is the best Christmas moment you will have all December, Bo.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Here, he even works something about fried chicken into the lyric. Here it goes.
At the table with the family, having dinner, Blackberry on a hip, and then they gave a little flick, and then I took a look to see before it activates. The ringer came and realized the homie Bieber hit me on the Twitter, then I hit him back despite I had some food up on my finger, sipping eggnog with a little sprinkle of vanilla, even though it's kind of cold. I'm pulling out a chinchilla. Bieber hit me back and said, let's make it hot up in the winter. I said, cool. You know I'ma deliver. Let's collaborate and make the holiday a little bigger. Before we work, I gotta get this off. See the other family members and drop gifts off. Then I'm headed to the studio, cause ain't nothing stopping. How you know we about to turn it up and really get it popping now? People everywhere and all our Twitter followers.
Can we go to the next one, man? That makes Augie Rios, Donde Está Santa Claus, a little more tolerable.
Augie Rios. Donde está Santa Claus?
Yeah, man.
Oh, this is a class. We've got to.
Mamacita, ¿dónde está Santa Claus? ¿Dónde está Santa Claus?
Oh, this is
And the
classic.
toys that he will leave.
Okay, so
Mamacita.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that was
you
Augie
told me
Rios.
that,
Yeah,
but
that was a song
that-
recorded
I
probably
like
in the 50s. And my son absolutely loved it. And too bad for them being raised by a disc jockey, because I have microphones in front of them all the time.
And you recorded them,
Yeah,
so here we
yeah.
go with
So
this is your son Cash right here.
Mamacita,
In the car.
¿dónde está Santa Claus?
Sing it, son.
¿Dónde está Santa Claus? And the toy that he will leave. Mamacita,
Oh, I love it.
¿dónde está Santa Claus? Let's wait for him because it's Christmas Eve.
There you go. He has to
It
bend
seems
those
like
notes, doesn't he?
Ricky Ricardo.
Thank you very much.
That's
Did you just
amazing.
call my son Ricky Ricardo?
That was amazing. I love that.
You know, do you want to keep with the kids or do you want to separate them?
Oh, no, whatever
let's
you want.
throw on the Jackson 5.
Okay.
Let's throw on the Jackson 5.
All right,
And,
it's-
they did hundreds of versions of different
Classic.
songs. This is Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Exactly.
Hitting the post.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Now that is young Michael Jackson.
Claus is coming to town. You better watch out. You better not cry. Better not
man,
watch.
that's
I'm
fantastic.
telling you why.
Just miss all these.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
I feel like we have a severe lack of like iconic, epic people that we're still be listening to.
So I'm thinking he's got to be, what, 9, 10, 8 there?
Yeah.
And so that was my daughter's favorite song, and so she would sing that in the car.
Awesome.
And she would try to hit those high notes just like Michael Jackson.
Awesome. So this is
Chesapeake Woods. Take it away.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Watch out, better run. Better not pout, I'm telling you why.
Why?
Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
That's gold.
Yeah, there you go.
That is gold.
And I think they were both the same age when they recorded that song. Her and Michael Jackson.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of good songs. You know, let's find Vince Vance and the Valiants. Have you ever heard of them?
That's fun to say.
Yeah, Vince Vance and the Valiants. And this was sort of a regional hit, and it was called All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Okay, I know that song.
And this is just a wonderful voice here. I love this. Yeah, go ahead.
The Mariah Carey that's not original to her. Did she do this though?
I think hers is slightly different.
Okay.
Take back the holly and mistletoe.
So good.
In that beautiful voice.
Silver bells on street.
So Vince is not a
No, he's the
guy.
band leader.
Oh, okay.
Letter to Santa Claus.
Oh, that's a good one.
I would ask for just one thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And Vince Vance was the guy, Buster. What was that guy? Never mind. I'm
Busta
never gonna-
Rhymes.
No, what was the guy with the big that was in the movie, the Christmas movie, the cab driver in the Bill Murray movie? He had the big 80s rockabilly hair.
Yeah.
That guy. That's who Vince
that's
Vance looks
cool.
like. That guy, Buster somebody
Yeah,
or Buzz or something.
That's awesome.
What else do we have? Do you have anything?
I have.
What
I have.
you want to shoot me
What
one?
about this?
What's that?
Take a listen.
Oh man,
This did some good, right?
a lot of good. And this is probably our generation.
There's no need to be afraid.
It's been a long time since
At Christmas
there's been one of these types of songs. Kind of the "We Are the World."
I think this was Britain's version of "We Are the World," and it was Bob Geldof.
Yeah. So this was Band-Aid.
And this was Bob Geldof of the Boomtown Rats. This was his.
He pulled this all together.
Yeah.
Kind of like Quincy Jones did with. Oh, there's George Michael.
George Michael. You had Bono. You had Bananarama in this. George Michael.
And this is called "Do They Know It's Christmas?"
Right. And that was to
that
raise
sounds like-
money for Africa.
The Duran Duran.
Yep.
That's cool.
Do they know it's Christmas?
Yeah.
Is that Sting?
There's Bono. That's cool. That's cool.
And there won't be snow in Africa. So they were
That's
trying
cool.
to raise
Well, and
awareness and raise
now,
water and that kind of stuff. Issues.
Speaking of George Michael.
George Michael. I think he wrote this.
Did
I
he
think this
actually
was.
write
I
it?
think it was an original that he wrote.
That's cool.
A lot of people have done this. My kids said to me, "Oh, Taylor Swift does this song, right?"
Oh, man. Oh, I've got one here for you. I'll just play it and then you can just react.
So that was a Run, Run, Rudolph. Chuck Berry.
Out of all the reindeers, you know you're the mastermind.
This guy
so
was the
good.
best at word imagery
Yeah.
out of all of them.
Run, Rudolph, Randolph ain't too far behind.
He could paint a picture with his words.
Run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town.
Now, you're going to have to play this a little bit because I want you to hear the...
Santa make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down.
Got to make him hurry. Tell him he can take the freeway down.
Run, Rudolph, cause I'm reeling like a merry-go-round.
Where
so
the line "reeling like a merry-go-round" goes with anything.
Santa to
Here,
a boy child, what have you been longing for?
what are you longing for? What are you wanting for? All I want is a guitar. And then along like a shooting star.
So good.
Now listen when Santa asks what the girl wants.
Okay.
Run, run, Rudolph, reeling like a merry-go-round.
It's him. By the way, I'm going to give you a little tip here while we wait for that next verse.
Right.
Johnny Johnson was his piano player. And it was the Johnny Johnson Quartet or whatever trio.
Yeah.
And Chuck Berry came up to him here.
Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town.
And Chuck Berry took the band over, is my point.
Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down.
So now Santa has to ask the girl what she wants for Christmas.
Run, run,
Listen to this word imagery.
reeling like a merry-go-round.
All right, I'm ready.
Said Santa to a girl child, what would please you most to get? A little baby doll that can cry, sleep, drink, and wet. And then away went Rudolph, whizzing like a saber jet.
Yeah, he was so good with his words.
That's
great word
fantastic.
imagery. That was Chuck Berry.
That is too good.
And Bryan Adams did a version of that. Everybody does versions of these things.
That's phenomenal.
What do you got next?
Here you go.
I know it right now. I know it right now. It's the Royal Guardsman, Snoopy's Christmas.
Yes.
So the story of this, have you heard this before?
No.
So the story is, Snoopy's chasing the Red Baron, right, in the cartoons, right?
Okay, so
and
that's the bomb blast we're hearing?
Yeah. It's the World War II, the Red Baron and Snoopy. You remember that?
Yeah.
And they're chasing each other.
Come out in the First World War.
First World War.
The bloody Red Baron was flying once more. The Allied command ignored all of its men and called on Snoopy to do it again.
But at Christmas,
the night before Christmas, 40 below.
Can you have a war?
Snoopy went up in search of his foe. Spied the Red Baron.
So the biplanes are shooting at each
Ice
other.
on his wings, Snoopy knew it was called.
Our son Brody we were doing kind of a Christmas version of charades the other night, and he came up with the Christmas truce.
Nice.
That was what
what
he wanted us to say, but he knew. I guess he just learned about it. But there was some night in World War I,
right,
where they're in the foxholes fighting.
Yeah.
And but it came to be actual Christmas.
Yeah.
And so both sides agreed just to
stop fighting
for a day.
This is sort of what this is.
That's cool.
And so Snoopy's getting caught.
That's awesome.
And he's going to get shot. And then the Red Baron says, "Merry Christmas, my friend."
Oh man, I've got a classic for you right here. This is one of the classics of all time.
I got some music trivia about this one.
Yeah. Hit me with the trivia.
This is what, the Christmas song?
Yep.
This is Nat King Cole.
Yeah, that's it.
This is probably
chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Now listen to the words and paint the picture he's painting. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, but it's still cold, right?
Yeah.
And the fire, you're just trying to get warm. Listen to this.
Right.
Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos.
Folks dressed up like Eskimos. It's so cold out. Wow.
Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe.
I love this
All right.
song.
So that's the Christmas song. A lot of people do that version right there. That's probably the most popular version by Nat King Cole. That was co-written by, I just lost his name, the Velvet Fog. Mel Torme, the Velvet Throat. The Velvet Throat.
Mel Torme perform
I saw him one time, yeah. And it was, they called him the Velvet Fog. The Velvet Throat, it was his nickname, because he was so smooth.
Yeah.
And he co-wrote that song. And this is true. In the 1940s, he sat at a piano in Toluca Lake, California.
Oh, wow.
Southern California, Los Angeles.
Burbank,
in the middle of a Santa Ana heat wave.
Oh, you're kidding.
And he's writing that stuff.
Oh, man.
Isn't that cool?
That's
And it's got to be pretty tough talking about chestnuts roasted on an open fire.
Yeah, exactly.
When it's 110 out.
Exactly.
Dark.
Crank this one up.
And no one knew he was there. And all
Is this the Grinch?
trees were all dreaming.
And this is
Sweet
CeeLo
dreams
Green.
without care.
Oh, cool.
And this.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
He's good.
You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
Awesome. That's CeeLo Green's version. That's a great song.
Exactly. They come out with a new version of the Grinch movie about every 5 minutes.
Yeah, every couple of years. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, here we go.
This is a great song that everyone does, and this is probably the Eagles version.
That's correct.
Bells will be ringing.
Oh, yeah. Don Henley.
This sad, sad news.
Oh, so good.
Sort of a blues song.
Yep. This reminds me of
Please
the
be
movie
home or
Alone.
please come home for Christmas.
Yeah.
And the story is just amazing.
Yeah.
You know? Please be home for Christmas. If not by Christmas, New Year's night.
Right. All right, let's go to speed round here. Do you know this? I know you'll know the song, but
Yeah, I do know this. This is now. See, that's Dr. John.
yeah, I don't know.
Because he's a Louisiana, New Orleans piano player. Dr. John did the song
Silent Night. Yeah.
No, that was Silent Night,
Yeah.
but he had a bunch of hits, and he was a very good. He was not as popular as critically, whatever. You know what I mean? He wasn't in the front; he was in the back. In most of his career, and he did. Must have been the right place, but it must have been the wrong time.
Yeah,
Remember that
that's
song?
cool. That's cool.
That's his version. He's got
That's
that,
all, I
that
like
New
that.
Orleans
Yeah. That's
boogie woogie piano.
All right, here we go. Here, this is one I tend to change the channel when it comes on.
José Feliciano.
Yes.
Feliz Navidad,
But I
prospero
did-
año, de felicidad.
Feliz Navidad.
I did hear him just saying that his heart was for our people and he wanted the cultural mixing, between Spanish or Hispanic cultures and American culture. And so here's a song that does that. It's not just for Spanish-speaking people.
And it was tough for new disc jockeys coming into the industry.
Yeah.
When it was your first or second year as a disc jockey in your life, you never knew when this song really ended.
Right.
There was a lot of false endings.
I bet. Oh, here
and Jose Feliciano was famous for a lot of things, but he did a slow version of The Doors' "Come On, Baby, Light My Fire."
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
it. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, this is a good one.
Oh, Beach Boys.
Merry Christmas.
Listen to those harmonies.
Well, way up north where the air gets cold, there's a
So good.
Trying to think of his name. One of the Beach Boys.
Brian Wilson.
No, the other guy, the redheaded guy.
I don't know.
He was such a writer.
Oh, man. That's so good.
Little Saint
Here's
Nick.
a classic
What a great version of that.
right here from Mr. Frank Sinatra.
I love those J-I-N-G.
I mean, to take a song like this that's kind of enough, this is like Happy Birthday, and then turn it into something as good as this, I think that's
Classic.
Yep.
Definitely from a certain era.
That's for sure.
I love how they spell it.
Yep.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Well, I got one more that we can just play ourselves out with,
Okay,
maybe,
sure. What do you
and because this is kind of fun, and this is right in your wheelhouse. But it's
Andy
Christmas.
Williams, right?
Yeah, and this is.
It's the most wonderful
is.
time.
It is the most wonderful time of year, but
It really is.
any time sitting with you, Bo, is the most wonderful time of the year.
Well, that's
and,
very kind.
I enjoy this, but we're hoping all of you have just a phenomenal Christmas season as it's fast approaching, and
Relax. Don't get so much pressure.
yeah, exactly.
It's all gonna
Just
work out.
Enjoy the time. Enjoy your friends, your family, the good gifts that God has given us. If you can help us out with that toy drive, the Ronnie and Bo toy drive.
We're
Say
trying
that
to
5 times
raise
fast.
toys or board games, new stuff for kids in
Yep.
Yavapai County.
Yep, and you can drop them off at Prescott Tire Pros on Iron Springs Road in Prescott, right next to Waters Garden Center, or at Prescott Realty at their Prescott office, downtown Prescott on Moeller Street, or at the Signals AZ offices in Prescott Valley.
3001 Main Street, upstairs in Suite 2B. Please drop off a new toy for the Ronnie and Bo Toy Drive.
That is correct. But special thanks again to Prescott Realty for being our sponsor. You can call them today for a no-commitment free consultation at 928-499-8700. Or Prescott Tire Pros and Automotive Service. Give them a chance. If you aren't already, just go get an oil change or something from them. And,
let them earn your business.
They are fantastic for all of your automotive needs. Prescott Tire Pros and Automotive Service. Check them out at PrescottTirePros.com.
Thank you very much, Ronnie.
Merry Christmas.
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long.
Thanks for listening to the Ronnie and Bo Show, available on your favorite podcast provider. Please connect with the Ronnie and Bo Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and RonnieandBoShow.com. Send comments to RonnieandBoShow@gmail.com. This is your announcer speaking. I'm Shotgun Tom Kelly.